What's up, guys? It's Zero here, bringing you all a brand new stream. Brand new videos are going to be coming to the WereANML channel. Welcome everyone to COD Theory, the best Call of Duty related show here on YouTube. And I'm super excited about our episode here today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. So guys, it's been a little while since we came at you with a live stream. Let's see, the last time was, I believe, COD Champs, and we're getting a lot of news, updates, things of that nature that I wanted to talk about in relation to Call of Duty, but even on a larger scale, not just COD, but also gamescom is going to be coming up here shortly, and so I'm really excited about it, and I want to talk about it with all of you guys, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below in relation to all the different topics that we're about to start talking about. So with that down and out of the way, let's get into it, guys and girls, shall we? Just make sure we're all good to go here. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. So guys, I don't want to waste any time, really. I want to just dive into this thing and, talk about each of these things that's coming out for, in relation to Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And guys, I posted a video today on ANML talking about how I felt like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, I've watched the initial teaser trailer multiple times, and I thought that it was the worst teaser trailer I have ever seen for a Call of Duty. And I have been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, played the campaign of COD 4, then MW2 is when I really got into the multiplayer of element to COD. And I know, guys, it's just a trailer, just a teaser trailer, has no bearing on whether the game's going to be great, bad, good. The game could be the best Call of Duty of all time. I'm just saying, from a pure teaser trailer perspective, I thought that it just didn't feel like COD at all. Looked more like Halo or something from maybe Mass Effect. It did not feel like COD whatsoever, at least in my mind. Now, the very end of the teaser trailer started feeling a little bit more like COD with zombies, and it looks almost like Blackout, but it's probably going to be, updated Warzone mechanics and things of that nature. But I just did not like the teaser trailer. That being said, we're going to begin the full reveal for Black Ops 7 August 19th, which I'm really excited about at Gamescom. And we're going to be talking about Gamescom, guys, a number of the games that we're excited about seeing, and I can't wait to kind of dive into that. But first and foremost, I want to start with this. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the release date got reportedly leaked. And so I wanted to talk about this. This is coming to us from the Esports Insider and Jono Nicholson over there. The release date for Black Ops 7 has reportedly leaked ahead of the title's reveal later this year. The next installment of Activision's popular first-person shooter franchise will be the latest Call of Duty title has ever released. Well, excited to see what they come up with here with Black Ops 7. Looks like they're going to have like a cloaking mechanism within Black Ops 7. We saw this in the trailer, so maybe they're bringing specialists back. That'll be interesting. But according to a notable Call of Duty leaker, The Ghost of Hope, Black Ops 7 will release worldwide on November 14, 2025. The date is approximately 3 weeks later than the release date of Black Ops 6, which launched on October 25th, 2024. A November release isn't unusual for Call of Duty. In previous years, the annual release has launched in the first week of November and the second half of October. November 14th would make Black Ops 7 the latest Call of Duty title, beating Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's launch by a day. So one of the things, guys, that I was a little bit critical of, actually really critical of, was Black Ops is my favorite sub-series in the overarching franchise of Call of Duty. Of course, I love Modern Warfare as well, but Black Ops has really, In terms of like replay value, I play the Black Ops titles more than the Modern Warfare titles. The Modern Warfare titles I've always felt had better campaign experiences, but Black Ops has always had a better multiplayer experience, in my personal opinion. And with this one coming out, I just didn't like that it was going to be back-to-back Black Ops titles. I thought that it should be Modern Warfare 4, Advanced Warfare 2, Call of Duty Ghost 2. I thought one of those would be a better sequel or, title this year, just because, obviously, I felt that Call of Duty needed to go in this direction of not so much changing it up in a major way, but maybe doing that because of the inevitable, GTA 6. And I know GTA 6 got pushed away from the fall, which is probably a good thing for Call of Duty, certainly. But I just really felt that they should have brought out a Modern Warfare this year, or they should have brought out, a Ghost 2, Advanced Warfare 2, something of that nature. And that's not what we're getting. We're getting a Black Ops 7 here, a year after Black Ops 6. Nonetheless, that doesn't have any bearing on whether the game's going to be good or bad, like I'd mentioned earlier. But that was something I was critical of. Aside from its name, little is known about the 7th entry into the Black Ops sub-franchise. The title will feature an evolution of Omni movement, but will not feature advanced movement mechanics such as jetpacks and wall running. Black Ops 7 is a sequel to Black Ops 2, so fans can likely expect some similar storylines and weapons. If you're a fan of Black Ops 2, especially if you're a fan of Black Ops 2 competitive, you're going to have a good time with Black Ops 7, said Lawrence Medin, who is an associate design director at Treyarch. Black Ops 2, guys, I believe is one of, if not the greatest Call of Duty of all time. So if this is something along the lines of Black Ops 2, I think we're in for a great year. But nonetheless, at least from that teaser trailer, that left a really sour taste in my mouth. I'm not a fan of the teaser trailer, but the actual game itself and the multiplayer and all those things could be absolutely incredible. So I have truly enjoyed Black Ops 6. I think Black Ops 6 is great outside of the hacking, the cheating situations. Obviously it's really bad with Warzone as well. But Black Ops 2, I believe, is the greatest COD ever made. So if they're kind of taking reference from Black Ops 2, going all the way back to BO2 to create this Black Ops 7 continuation or sequel, I agree. I think it could be something really special. Also, how will it impact esports? So this is an interesting point. If Black Ops 7 releases in mid-November, the next Call of Duty League season is unlikely to begin in late 2025, meaning the Call of Duty esports circuit will resume next year. Previous seasons of the franchise league have begun before the first post-launch update has gone live, allowing players to compete from the earliest moment, alongside providing fans with a chance to see the best in the world get to grips with the latest release. Since the 2025 CDL Championship ended, the CDL has yet to provide any details surrounding the 2026 season. And yeah, they're probably not going to give us details on the 2026 season until the game releases, or very close to when the game releases. The CDL, they never launch, ranked play right away. That's going to be something we're going to have to wait for, more than likely, which is really unfortunate. It should come day one, I think. I know that a lot of these things, they have to, since they're coming out with a new Call of Duty every single year, they've got to certainly prioritize certain things over other things. And, they add certain things later on, certain features like ranked play. But nonetheless, I think we could be in for a great year, guys. If this is anything like Black Ops 2, I think we could be in for an absolutely incredible year. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about, this leak that came out in relation to Black Ops 7, obviously coming out in November this year. What are your guys' thoughts about it? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys, with that down and out of the way, let's move on to this. This is kind of down the same vein as of reporting as to what Esports Insider was saying. So we get a full title reveal, which more than likely will confirm the release date on August 19th. So that's when we're going to be seeing, you know, the full-blown reveal of Black Ops 7. Are they going to show us multiplayer there? Or are they going to be more campaign, kind of just announce the multiplayer, maybe some changes? It'd be a great opportunity for them to show off the multiplayer as well as the campaign and zombies, as well as Warzone, definitely. I think that could be really interesting. But we're going to be getting that here August 19th, so we know that for sure. Now, reports, obviously, November 14th is when the game is going to be releasing to the world. What's interesting here is we apparently are not going to be getting an Advanced Warfare 2, which I stated, guys, that I felt like this would be the year, 2025, would be the year that Call of Duty should go in the direction of reintroducing jetpacks to everybody. Not because I love jetpacks, but because we thought GTA 6 was going to release this fall. And if they would have stuck with fall of 2025, I think that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 would get completely overshadowed. Sure, Call of Duty has a ravenous fan base. People love this franchise. So a lot of people would buy it. A lot of people are going to play it on day one on Game Pass if it comes day one on Game Pass. But I felt that one way that they could differentiate themselves from that of, you know, GTA 6 would be jetpacks, bringing back like Advanced Warfare 2 or something of that nature, or having a Black Ops title with jetpacks, or Modern Warfare, which I thought, I did not like Black Ops 3. I thought Advanced Warfare was cool for what it was, kind of as a one-off title. I just don't think that they should have doubled down on it for 2 more games, that being Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. I think Advanced Warfare should have just been its own thing, because I thought it was a lot of fun at first. And then we were ready to go back to boots on the ground, and they just had greenlit multiple jetpack titles. Nonetheless, though, obviously GTA 6 is not coming out this year. We're getting Black Ops 7, which seems to be boots on the ground, right? A sequel to Black Ops 2, greatest Call of Duty ever made, which is awesome. But here's something interesting. The Ghost of Hope also claimed that Call of Duty 2027 will not be Advanced Warfare 2. Instead, the upcoming title will reportedly introduce a brand new sub-franchise developed by Sledgehammer Games. The game will be set in a modern setting without jetpacks, and movement is said to be a major focus. Now look, it's just a leak, just a report. Take it with a pinch of salt, guys. The way that I look at it is I've been on record, guys, stating that I think that when we got Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, we went into the dark ages of COD, because Call of Duty was almost having an identity crisis. You know, it was 2 games. I thought Advanced Warfare was fine, but then when we got to Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, I just felt like it didn't really know what it, like, was it supposed to be Titanfall? Was it supposed to be COD? And then we got, you know, World War II, which is so drastic. You go from boots on the ground to jetpacks back to boots on the ground, but like World War II era. I mean, it was just all over the place. And so I feel like those days, back from Black Ops 3 probably all the way to Black Ops 4, felt like the dark ages of COD, in my personal opinion. Now, some people might, you know, argue that certain elements of Black Ops 3, certain elements of Infinite Warfare and World War II and Vanguard and so on and so forth were good. And I agree, there are things about them that are great. There's just other things, though, that I think it just hurt the community. And definitely kind of split the fan base in a number of senses. But my thoughts on that is it's going to be interesting to see what they are exactly talking about here when they talk about movement is a hyper focus and it's going to be a modern setting, which is cool. Sledgehammer, I feel they could make another splash by doing another jetpack title with Advanced Warfare 2. I wouldn't mind seeing another Advanced Warfare 2 at this point, because it's been so long since we had another, you know, jetpack title. But if it meant that you get Advanced Warfare 2, and then you get, you know, Black Ops 8 is a jetpack title, and then you get Modern Warfare 4 is another jetpack title. I wouldn't want that. I would just want another, like, one jetpack title to come out, that being Advanced Warfare 2. What's interesting, though, about this is I'm wondering if they're going to add some jetpack modes. Maybe it's not so much the entire game is jetpacks. Maybe they just have a jetpack mode where you get jetpacks. Because I've always wondered, why haven't they done that? There were a lot of people who did really like the jetpack era. They loved the jetpacks with Call of Duty, and I just never understood, why haven't they created a mode based around jetpacks? Doesn't have to be the whole game. Just have a mode where there's uplink, or, you know, where you have jetpacks, or jetpacks is a certain kill streak or something of that nature. I think would be really interesting. But nonetheless, Zombies fans may be disappointed, though, as the mode is reportedly not planned for this entry. However, the multiplayer map Get High, previously featured in Modern Warfare 3, is said to be making a return. The post also mentioned that martial arts will have a role in the gameplay. During the Call of Duty League Championship Weekend livestream, a Treyarch developer compared Black Ops 7 to Black Ops 2, saying if you're a fan of Black Ops 2 competitive, you're going to have a good time with Black Ops 7. Awesome. Love it. I really hope they stick to that. Now let's get to that first point, where they say Zombies is reportedly not going to be in the game. Okay, let's just say it's not going to be in the game, guys, for the next, you know, Call of Duty 2027 that Sledgehammer's working on. I gotta tell you, I'm okay with it. And I'm not saying that I don't like Zombies. I think Zombies has evolved and it's gotten better over the years and stuff. But, you know, what's interesting to me about this, in something that I would love to see happen here, is I would love to see them bring back Extinction. An Extinction 2.0. If you guys remember, if we go back to Call of Duty Ghosts, they had a game mode in Ghosts that was called Extinction. They didn't have zombies, like your traditional zombies. They had Extinction, which was aliens instead of zombies. And I loved Extinction because it felt more at the time like a story, whereas Zombies, it just felt like you're going up against waves and waves of enemies. Once you die, it all restarts. Whereas with Extinction, you could actually beat the game mode, which I thought was awesome. And I've always wanted to see a Zombies Extinction merger where they kind of coexist within the same universe. So you have like aliens as well as the zombies within Call of Duty Zombies, because obviously Zombies is bigger than Extinction ever was. But I just was I'm wondering, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about it in the comment section down below, could Extinction be making a return to Call of Duty 2027? That's going to be interesting. Well, there's going to be age verification as well, guys. Elsewhere, Activision has added a new verification requirement as spotted by players on Reddit. Players must now enter their birth date when logging into their account. If a user is underage, a parental consent required tab will appear. Accounts without age data may be deleted, which, I mean, you know, I think it makes sense, right, for them to do this with age verification. I think it's a good thing. Obviously, you know, underage kids getting involved in Call of Duty can be interesting without question, but obviously with some of the toxicity in the community, it's probably a good thing for them to add this age verification for kids who are, you know, just joining Call of Duty for the first time. There's probably going to be a number of new people that join, especially now that GTA 6 is not making its way into the world this year. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about these reports about it not being an Advanced Warfare 2 for 2027, and it's going to be a modern title where movement is a key focus, and apparently Zombies will not be making a return in Call of Duty 2027. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down and out of the way, let's move on to this, shall we? So, I've talked a lot about the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 reveal trailer. That teaser that came out at the Xbox Game Showcase. I called it the worst Call of Duty teaser trailer I have ever seen. And graphically, it looked fine. It looked great. It does look psychological and stuff like that, but it doesn't. It looks like, you know, a Call of Duty in Stranger Things universe, or, you know, it looks like something from Halo. It looks like something from Mass Effect. It may, you know, now that looking back on it, it looks like something from Infinite Warfare with like the robot and like, you know, just all of that, the very, very futuristic things. But obviously it's a sequel to Black Ops 2, and it's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out. And just because I thought that the teaser trailer was terrible does not mean that the game's going to be terrible. The purpose of a trailer, guys, is to bump your excitement up a couple of notches. You know, from wherever your excitement level was, that's the purpose of a trailer. Whether it's in gaming, whether it's in movies, it's designed to help, you know, get your excitement levels to a new high. Black Ops 7's teaser trailer did not do that for me at all. Actually, I'm like, you know, obviously now I'm not as excited as I was. You know, obviously I knew a new Call of Duty was going to be coming out, and I mean, it should be all uphill from here, right? Because I'm thinking when we get the reveal for Black Ops 7, it's not going to look anything like that teaser trailer did. And anyways, there was a leak that came out, guys. And once again, with any kind of leaks, speculation, rumors, take it all with a pinch of salt. But this is coming to us from Kyle Knight over at Game Rant. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 leak reveals gruesome hallucination sequences. So this is interesting. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will supposedly include pretty gruesome hallucination sequences, according to an official description from the ESRB. Although Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has yet to receive an official release date or gameplay trailer as of writing, new information surrounding the shooter has just made its way online following an official age rating from the ESRB. Now, we don't have confirmation yet, guys, of when Black Ops 7 is going to make its way into the world. It sounds like it's going to be November based on some leaks, but nonetheless, we don't have a gameplay trailer. We don't have an official release date from Activision and from Xbox, so we'll have to kind of keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm sure we're going to be getting that here in August when the official reveal for Black Ops 7 hits. After a turbulent year for the Call of Duty series, featuring the return of Verdansk and Warzone, outrage from the community over hackers, and continued controversy surrounding microtransactions and unrealistic skins in Black Ops 6, developers Treyarch Studios and Raven Software are looking to get things back on track with the launch of Black Ops 7, which is heavily rumored to be launching this November. Treyarch has yet to spill the beans on the next Call of Duty game, but fans have just been given some new information via an official age rating from the ESRB. And look, I'm going to tell you guys, I think that Black Ops 6, overall, I've really enjoyed the game. The game as a whole, take out all the microtransactions, all the skins and, you know, the hacking and the cheating. If you can, like, take that stuff out of it, the core game is awesome. I love Black Ops 6. I think it's a great game. I've been playing a ton of 2v2 gunfight. I think that's a lot of fun. Look, I think that Call of Duty has a systemic issue with just taking so long to release the core things that we want, that being like ranked play, and instead they just plug in all these microtransactions. And I understand, guys, you know, Call of Duty is a business. Xbox is a business, and they're trying to, you know, milk the cash cow, especially now because they just purchased Call of Duty not that long ago. And I really should say they purchased Activision, Blizzard, as a whole. And so they're trying to, you know, make some of their money back, right? But I just think that you could make some really cool things that don't look just completely over the top, like not like COD at all. I believe that 100%. I feel like, you know, when I look back on just the past and where Call of Duty was, man, it just felt like we were always fighting on like battlegrounds, and then everything changed to, you know, skate parks and aquariums, which I talk about that, and I always say Black Ops 2 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. And yes, I know we had aquarium, we had the skate park, and, you know, BO2's DLC, but that was DLC, right? So like, I don't know. I just think that Treyarch, one of the things that Call of Duty has really lost is the earnable items over the payable items. What made Modern Warfare 2 so great back in 2009 was everybody was trying so hard to get the 10th Prestige medallion. Everybody was trying to get to the top ranks. The prestiges were so cool. The icons, the emblems, everything was awesome. And there was no monetization outside of DLC, right? Which was new maps and stuff. And, you know, I look back on that and I say, look, it's fine to have microtransactions. That's fine. But just don't make those payable items cooler than the earnable ones, because the earnable items keep you on the game. Whether it's the prestige icons, whether it's the emblems, or whether even in Black Ops 2, you could create your own emblem. That was really cool. So I'm just saying, like, that's where I think we've lost, I should say, the developers, Xbox, whatever, they've lost touch a little bit with the fan base. But nonetheless, I digress. With the latest Call of Duty update, Activision adds a new requirement that players must consent before playing any matches. So, as spotted by Charlie Intel, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has officially been rated M for mature, which look, dude, I'm not surprised about that. If we go over to this, it received an M rating. This isn't much of a surprise given that most Call of Duty games have been rated M, but the description given by the ESRB has given fans some tidbits of new information. Most of it is pretty standard, describing how players will use pistols, assault rifles, and explosives to kill various enemies. But there's one section that reveals Black Ops 7 will feature hallucination sequences featuring dismemberment and decapitation. As expected, executions will be making a return and also sound just as brutal, as players will repeatedly stab a foe in the chest, throat, and torso. Look, I think it sounds really interesting. You know, the hallucination stuff, I mean, obviously we had some of that little bit with Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Looks like you're definitely going further here with Black Ops 7, just based on the teaser trailer, right? Looks like you're in the upside down, like from Stranger Things, and things of that nature. It definitely looks more psychological, which will be interesting to say the least, depending on how they, that being, you know, Treyarch and Raven and Xbox decide to do it. So the official age rating for Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes just weeks ahead of an official reveal, which is set to take place on August 19th as part of Gamescom Opening Night Live. After Activision left fans guessing for well over a month, Gamescom host Jeff Keighley took to Twitter last week and confirmed that a worldwide reveal for the next Call of Duty game will take place next month. It's currently unconfirmed what will be shown at the event, but fans are hoping to get their first look at some official gameplay of the Black Ops 2 sequel. Although there have been plenty of leaks, official details surrounding Black Ops 7 are sparse. The first trailer confirmed that the next entry in the Black Ops series will be set in the year 2035 and will be a direct sequel to 2012's Black Ops 2. Fans can expect to see the return of some pretty iconic characters, including David Mason and Raul Menendez. Call of Duty fans are hoping to see an official release date for Black Ops 7 as part of the worldwide reveal. While the date remains a mystery, a leak from a reliable insider claims that the next Call of Duty game will follow its usual release schedule and launch in November, specifically Friday, November 14th. For now, fans should take this information with a pinch of salt until it is made official by Treyarch, Raven, or publisher Activision. I agree. Look, it's going to be interesting. This game is being set in the year 2035, which I find interesting, which is cool. Obviously, being a direct sequel from Black Ops 2. Obviously, we're going to be getting those iconic characters, and this is going to be an opening night live. I believe it's actually the opening reveal of opening night live at Gamescom. And so look, even though I thought that the teaser was like not good at all, total trash, they could definitely change our minds for those of us who didn't like the teaser trailer with the reveal, right, at Gamescom Opening Night Live. And for them to be the opening part, the opening trailer or whatever, reveal of Opening Night Live, Jeff Keighley and the folks over at Gamescom, they must think, hey, there might be something really cool here that Black Ops 7 is doing. So it'll be really interesting to say the least, guys. But the question is for all of you, what do you guys think about how Black Ops 7 is going to reportedly have like hallucinations It's going to have all of these psychological elements to it according to leaks and rumors. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down and out of the way, let's move on to this. Okay, like obviously Black Ops 7, we already talked about this. You know, the ESRB, guys, it's rated M for mature. You know, there's snippets of information from the ESRB talking about hallucinations, which we had just talked about. Now, here's what's interesting. So Xbox is obviously coming to Gamescom, okay? Why does this matter? Well, it matters because Xbox always has, you know, they have their summer game showcase, right? Sometimes they'll have a showcase in the fall. You know, sometimes they'll have different shows throughout the year, right? Smaller, usually the biggest one is their Xbox Summer Showcase. And they just had this, you know, and that's where they showed Call of Duty, or the reveal, teaser trailer. But Xbox is also going to be at Gamescom, obviously, with Black Ops 7 is apparently going to be the first thing shown at Opening Night Live. But what else could be coming to Gamescom from Xbox? Well, they've officially confirmed its attendance at Gamescom 2025. And by the way, guys, this is coming to us from Belman Kopik over at Altchar. Xbox, they've confirmed that they're going to be at Gamescom, which takes place from August 20th to the 24th in Germany. The company hopes to continue the momentum from its summer showcase with game announcements, hands-on demos, and the return of Xbox Fan Fest on August 20th. So, they had a few reveals, guys. They had Stalker 2, which was Heart of Chernobyl, Age of Mythology Retold, and Avowed. Now, what's exciting here is they are going to have, it's confirmed, that Xbox will have on display Gears of War Reloaded, which launches on August 26th. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of Giants, releasing September 4th. The Outer Worlds 2, which is slated for October 29th, and Team Ninja's Ninja Gaiden 4, out November 21st. So, it looks like they're going to show us a number of things. I would say one of the things that I'm excited about, of course, is Gears of War Reloaded. I am concerned about Gears of War Reloaded, it getting overshadowed by none other than Helldivers 2, which is coming to us from the PlayStation, and it's finally coming onto Xbox. And so I'm wondering if there was some kind of collusion there where Xbox is like, hey, PlayStation, we're going to give you Gears of War Reloaded. You guys give us one of your games. And Sony was like, yeah, dude, we'll give you Helldivers 2. And how about we just release it on the same exact day, Gears of War Reloaded and Helldivers 2, let's do that, and maybe we can do some collabs or something of that nature. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't love that they're releasing at the exact same date, because obviously I want Gears of War Reloaded to kind of stand on its own. But nonetheless, that's what Xbox and PlayStation decided to do, and I'm very excited about us getting more information about that. Could we see Gears of War E-Day at Gamescom? I think that to answer that, guys, I believe that we will not see it at Gamescom, because they're going to be focusing more of their energies on Gears of War Reloaded, because it's coming out August 26th. So for everybody who's wondering, you know, oh, this could be an opportunity for Xbox to show off Gears of War E-Day, you know, a release date or something of that nature at Gamescom, they're more than likely not going to do that, because Gears of War Reloaded, they want to make sure that there's a heavy emphasis on Gears of War Reloaded, because it's going to be coming out a few days after Gamescom. But I'm really excited, guys, about Gamescom this year. Gears of War Reloaded, super excited about it. Let me know what you guys think about Gamescom 2025, and what are your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about it, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down and out of the way, let's get into this. You know, it's been a little while since I made some Gears of War content. And part of it, guys, is I've just been really mulling things over in my head of my thoughts about, what's happening with the Gears of War franchise as a whole, what's happening with Xbox, with, the recent layoffs and, all of those different things. And with the Gears of War Reloaded beta, obviously the conclusion there, Gears of War Reloaded is coming out August 26th. I mean, it's about a month away at this point. And I got to tell you that I'm very, very excited for Gears of War Reloaded, but I am really concerned. And here's why. One way to really overshadow a title that's coming out is to put another game on the exact same release date. And it's really interesting, and I'm wondering if there's some collusion here that happened, where Gears of War Reloaded, Xbox goes, hey, PlayStation, we're going to make this available to all your PlayStation, player base. We just want you to give us something as well. And PlayStation goes, yeah, sure, Xbox, we'll give you something. We're going to give you Helldivers 2, something that a lot of people on Xbox have wanted, Helldivers. And so we're getting Helldivers 2. They're getting Gears of War Reloaded, but they're releasing them on the exact same day. Now, could it be Xbox is saying, hey, let's do some collabs. We'll put some Helldiver, merchandise, or we can like cross market, something of that nature where, however they decide to do it, I don't know. But I feel that Gears of War Reloaded, it's not going to do as well as it would if Helldivers 2 wasn't releasing on the same day on Xbox. Because there's a big Helldivers 2 community. I mean, there's a massive community around Helldivers 2. Yes, Gears of War Reloaded is going to do pretty well, I would assume. I think it could be the best-selling Gears of War ever because it's going to PlayStation as well as Xbox. But I just think it's getting overshadowed. And I think the same thing with Helldivers, too. They're going to get overshadowed. They're going to kind of overshadow one another. It's almost like, like the Callisto Protocol released, December of 2023, I think, or 2022. And then Dead Space releases January of 2023. It's like a month apart, and they're both made by the same people. It just doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that? It's kind of like Call of Duty releasing with Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And so I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned about Gears of War Reloaded from that perspective. However, Gears of War E-Day is the one that we're all really looking forward to. I mean, sure, guys, Gears of War Reloaded, we're going to be grinding that hard. But Gears of War E-Day is the big one because it's the brand new Gears of War title. Well, this is coming to us from Tom Phillips over at IGN. Microsoft didn't show Gears of War E-Day at Xbox Game Showcase 2025, but promises it's out next year. Now, look, take it with a pinch of salt, guys. Just take it with a pinch of salt. I'm telling you, even if Xbox is saying it's definitely coming out, we just got to take these things with a pinch of salt because we see games that have been getting pushed and pushed and pushed like crazy. The ones that don't really get pushed are like Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty really doesn't get, I don't think I've ever seen it get pushed. Ever. So, nonetheless, give me a sec. All right. Sorry for that brief interruption, guys. So where were we? Okay. So take all of this stuff that we're about to go over with a pinch of salt, because Xbox is saying they're promising that Gears of War E-Day is coming out next year. You know, the only game that I've really seen them stick to release dates for are like usually the yearly Call of Duty. They're able to stick to those dates, and I know Xbox hasn't owned, you know, Activision Blizzard for that long, but we've seen a consistency with like the studios, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, you know, Raven helping out. So just take it with a pinch of salt. But in an article coming to us from Tom Phillips over at IGN, if you were tuning in to the Xbox Game Showcase, hoping to see Gears of War E-Day, you may have been left disappointed. Today's show was light on Microsoft's biggest franchises, with nothing from Forza, Halo, or the upcoming Fable reboot. Instead, Xbox boss Phil Spencer promised that 2026 would be the year Gears of War E-Day arrives, alongside the next Forza game, as the Xbox brand celebrates its 25th anniversary. The next chapter in Xbox's veteran Gears of War series was formally announced a year ago at the Xbox Game Showcase 2024. E-Day will be a prequel set 14 years before the original Gears of War game, and an origin story for classic heroes Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago, voiced once again by John DiMaggio and Carlos Ferro. So I think that it makes a lot of sense that that 2026 is the year of Gears of War E-Day, because we have Gears of War Reloaded coming out this year. And it makes sense, especially like at Gamescom, they kind of have more of an emphasis on Gears of War Reloaded because it's going to be right around the corner. You know, the 26th is when, August 26th is when Gears of War Reloaded is coming out. So they're going to have a heavy emphasis on that, I'm sure. And then Gears of War E-Day, I believe, will be a direct at the Xbox Game Showcase of 2026. So similar to how this year we had the Outer Worlds 2 was the direct, I think Gears of War E-Day will be the direct next year. Gears of War E-Day is not just our next major game. It's a return to what makes Gears of War games special and authentic, Coalition Studio boss Mike Crum said previously. Earlier this year, Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment Studio People Can Fly was announced as a co-developer on E-Day alongside Xbox's own The Coalition. Until next year, fans have Gears of War Reloaded, a remake of the series' original title, to look forward to, which launches for PC, Xbox Series X, S, and for the first time, PlayStation 5 on August 26th. So very excited for Gears of War Reloaded, obviously. With good reason, we should all be very excited about it, because it's, even though, yeah, it's, you know, a remaster, remake, you know, whatever you want to call it, of Gears of War 1, it's still going to be exciting, especially after playing the beta. I think that we're going to be in for a really exciting year of Gears of War, especially as we're waiting for Gears of War E-Day. You know, I think it's going to quench our thirst, because we've been playing Gears 5 now for a number of years, and it's time. And I'm excited that Gears of War Reloaded is going to exist to help kind of bridge that gap between, you know, the time being and when we get to Gears of War E-Day. It'll also be a great tool to market Gears of War E-Day, which I think they're giving us kind of a sneak peek into the future, that being Gears of War E-Day being on PlayStation as well as Xbox. And so that's really, really exciting. But we'll have to kind of wait and see in terms of what comes out at Gamescom. Maybe we get a surprise look at Gears of War E-Day. I have no idea. I don't think so. But I do think that E-Day, guys, is going to be coming out in 2026. And I think it's going to be a fall of 2026 release date, more than likely like a Halloween release. I think it could be something really special, and it's going to absolutely be massive for the community as a whole to get a brand new Gears of War title into the fray. It's my most anticipated game, guys, of the future. And of course, I'm very excited for other games that, you know, Xbox possesses. I'm excited about Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. I'm excited, you know, about future Call of Duties. I'm excited about State of Decay 3 and stuff. But Gears of War has a really special place in my heart. I've got Marcus on the wall back here. I'm so excited for E-Day, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Will Xbox be able to keep their promise of a 2026 release date for Gears of War E-Day? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down, I just want to put in here all right, so I want to talk about EWC. And we've got a countdown timer here for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 EWC. And so we are 2 days away from Call of Duty at the Esports World Cup here in 2025. So let's talk specifics, guys. So you're going to be able to watch it all these different platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Faceit, TikTok, X. It's awesome. Love it. Here's what we know. A lot of this is to be decided, right? It's hard to say what the matchups are going to be. I think they're still finalizing the schedule here without question. The one that we know is Optic. But the matches are going to be starting the 23rd. So, like we were saying, we're a couple of days away, and it's interesting that these are still to be decided. I don't know what the holdup here is with the different matchups, but the first one starts at 8 a.m. Group A, upper bracket. We know that a number of the CDL teams are going to be coming, as well as some AM teams are going to be coming as well. But it's going to go all the way until Saturday. Saturday, July 26th is when it's going to end, and we are going to be covering it here, guys, on ANML. I'm very excited about it. Another thing I'm interested in is the prize pool. So 600,000 is going to go to first place, 320,000 to second, 200,000 to third, 120,000 to fourth. 5th through 8th are going to get 80,000. 9th to 12th are going to get 40,000. And then last but not least, 13th to 16th are going to get 20,000. Now we have our participating clubs, which is interesting here because we have the participating clubs, but then we don't know what the schedule is as of yet. So nonetheless, FaZe Clan won EWC last year after Optic won COD Champs last year. So they are the title defender. You got the Breach coming, Cloud9, Gentlemates, 100 Thieves, Heretics, G2 Esports, Optic, of course, Movie Star or Movestar. I'm not sure exactly, who they are, but the Surge, Falcons, Omit, Team War, Team Orchid, P7 Esports, and 5 Fears are all coming. So you have a number of the CDL teams, and then a number of challengers teams as well. So, look, I think it's going to be exciting. It'll be really interesting to see who's going to win it this year, because I think that roster mania is kind of hanging in the balance of whatever happens here at EWC moving into Black Ops 7, the Black Ops 7 year. I think if we see 100 Thieves not play really well at this tournament, at the Esports World Cup, we might get some changes there. Same thing with FaZe Clan. I would say the only team that's probably safe at this point is Optic, in all reality, because Optic, that team came together at the right time and made a push like they did last year. Back-to-back COD champs. Incredible. I would say the Surge, they might be safe as well, potentially. They've been doing really great things. Caller. Give me a sec, guys. All right. Apologies for that. So anyways, what was I saying? Okay. I think overall though, most of most of these teams are going to probably make changes outside of maybe a couple of teams. Maybe a few will stick together even, as we go into Black Ops 7. I would say if there's any that are probably safe right now, it's probably Optic and Surge, depending on how everything goes at EWC. But I don't even think if Optic got like first rounded, I think with them winning champs, they're going to be, on cloud nine that they won champs. So I don't think that they're going to make any drastic changes right now. But all in all, guys, I'm very excited for the Black Ops 6 EWC. I think it's going to be something really special. I love that it's going to be on Twitch as well as YouTube. I think it's going to be an intense matchup, an intense tournament, to say the least. I think that EWC should definitely be before champs, not after champs. But nonetheless, we're not too far away from it. And I would love to hear your guys' predictions about it. And when they get an official schedule here, guys, of who's playing who and things of that nature, we'll definitely do a prediction of EWC 2025 for Black Ops 6. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about EWC 2025 and Call of Duty Black Ops 6 specifically. What are your guys' thoughts about it? Are you excited about it? Not as excited about it as you were for, COD champs? I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section down below, and let us know your thoughts. And with that down and out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for joining us for this live stream. It's been a little while since I came at all of you with a live stream from ANML, and super grateful for you guys sticking around for the content. We've got a lot more content that's going to be coming your way, Call of Duty related and things of that nature, and so I'm really excited about it. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, just keep grinding, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.